everybody, I'm back and today I'm doing another pinch of naan recipe. I'm jumping on the bandwagon a bit and I'm going to make some banana bread pudding. So I've never had this before, so fingers crossed it works out on a low fat version. But yeah, let's give it a go. So first thing we need is some bananas, and it says 200 grams. Mine are quite small, so that's a 2 and a little bit. So we're going to mush them up first. There we go, and then we're going to add 50 grams of self-raising flour, 30 grams of granulated sweetener, 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, and 2 eggs. And then we're going to mix this all together. Wow, that does not look appetizing. But next thing we need to do is to separate 2 eggs. So in a clean bowl, the egg whites go in there and the egg yolks go into your cake mix. So the easiest way to do this is just straight in the hand. There, that goes in the cake mix. One more. There we go. So you mix those 2 egg yolks in as well. And then the egg whites, you want to whisk them until you get firm peaks. So let's give that a go. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, now we need to add that to the cake mix. And we've got to gently fold it in. And the last thing to add is 25 grams of sultanas. I've actually got raisins, but there you go, you stir them in. Right, and now you pour this into a loaf tin. I haven't got one of them, so I'm going with a round cake tin. What's the harm? We get round loaves of bread. So I've lined that and I'm pouring that in now. Go, just spread it out to the edges. Right, now this is going to go in the oven at 160 degrees for 35 minutes, and do not open the oven until 35 minutes. So in we go. Okay, moment of truth, let's have a look. There we go. Fingers crossed it doesn't sink, because I've heard that it does sink. Let's have a check. Yeah, it's good all the way through. Right, I'm going to get this out and onto a wire rack. Okay, so it's cooled down and it doesn't look like it sank. So let's cut this up. So this is made 10 portions, so I'm going to cut this into 10. Because it wasn't in a loaf tin, it is a bit thin, but that should be fine. There we go. So let's get a bit out and have a look. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a taste. So here goes. I've never had this before. Oh, that's really nice. Right, I'm going to give it a go now at making some custard to go with it. Now, I always say I don't like custard, because the last time I tried it was about 15 years ago and I didn't like it. So I'm going to give it a go now and see if I like it. So, see how I make the custard. Okay, so for the custard, first thing you need to do, I'm only doing 3 servings of this, so I've done it as small as I can. So we've got 187.5 mils of skimmed milk. That's just an estimate because it's hard to measure. And we heat this up on a moderate heat. While that's heating, we need to take another jug and we add 1 large egg yolk, half a tablespoon of corn flour. So that actually means this is going to be gluten free with the corn flour, and 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sweetener. So that goes in as well, and we whisk these all together. And the last thing I nearly forgot was you need just under a teaspoon of vanilla extract in with your egg yolk. So I'll whisk that in. Okay, and now we wait for the milk. Now we know it's done when it starts to steam, which I can just about see on there. So, bring the jug back. We pour the milk in. And you start whisking straight away. Once they are combined, you go back into the saucepan and we go back on the heat. And we keep stirring this round on the heat. So we're just going to slowly stir this with a whisk until it starts to thicken, and it should take 5 to 10 minutes, they say. Okay, that's starting to bubble, so I think it's done. So straight away pour it into a jug. I don't have a fancy jug, so it's just going into my normal jug. And that is ready. It doesn't look very thick, but I'm just going to let it cool off for a minute. Right, okay, I think the custard's good. It is a bit thicker than I thought. So let's have a bit of the banana bread and a bit of the custard. Now let's try this. Right, okay, I know the banana bread's good because I've tried it. Let's try the custard as well. See if I now like it. Homemade anyway. Let's give it a go. Bit of custard on its own. That's actually quite nice, so I can't say I don't like it anymore. So that's it, banana bread and homemade custard. Give it a go, keep trying, just experiment and look at recipes, see what you can make. Stay home, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye.